Hi, this is Andy Bryce of Easy Data Transform. I'm going to show you how you can extract NGram information from data. So an NGram is a sequence of 2, 3, 4 or more words that are repeated in the data. Here we have some real data that we've exported from Google AdWords pay-per-click. So these are search terms that people have typed related to place cards that resulted in an ad being shown in Google pay-per-click. And we want to find sequences of 2 or 3 words that we can use for new pay-per-click keywords or perhaps for search engine optimization. So let's drag this file onto Easy Data Transform. So this is a CSV file, but Excel files would also be fine. Let's look at the data. We can see we've got a couple of extra rows at the top of the report that we don't want, so let's get rid of those. So now we've got the correct header. Let's check the bottom of the file as well. So here we've got another 3 rows that we don't want. So let's use a slice transform to get rid of those. So we want to keep from the first row to the last row containing this term. And we don't want to include that row. Okay, so that's got rid of those bottom 3 rows that we didn't want. Now often the data is quite dirty, so we might need to get rid of white space and tidy up the case. Let's add a white space transform. So we're tidying up the white space in the search term column. Here we can see it's made no changes because the Google pay-per-click data is fairly clean. Let's also make sure everything's lowercase. Again, the data is fairly clean, so it's not made any changes in this case. So now let's extract some NGrams from the search terms column. Make sure Show Advanced is checked and add an NGrams transform. Let's look at NGrams with 2 to 4 words. In the search terms column. So now we've extracted all the NGrams between 2 and 4 words long, and they're listed in order of the number of words and the number of rows containing those NGrams. But we're probably not too interested in the number of rows containing the NGrams. We're probably more interested in the number of impressions or the number of clicks that those NGrams have got. So let's look at the number of impressions. And let's add another transform to sort by impressions only. So unsurprisingly, the NGram with the most impressions is place cards. We can see we've got some NGrams for Christmas place cards. Perhaps we're not interested in those, so let's filter them out. We can add a filter transform before the NGram transform. And we'll remove any row containing Christmas. Let's also remove free, but rather than removing the whole row, we'll just get rid of the word free. And we'll replace it with nothing. We can also look at NGrams by click or cost. Let's go back to impressions. And let's keep every NGram with more than 100 impressions. And output it to an Excel file. We can also do various other forms of analysis. For example, let's look at phrases that had no conversions. And sort by the amount we spent. So here we can see we spent £16.87 on the term printable place cards. So we probably want to stop bidding on that. Let's save this series of transforms to use again. If we have lots of transforms to analyze, we can use the batch processing feature to do that. This is quite a small example, but Perfect Table Plan can handle millions of rows. And we've only just scratched what's possible with the many built-in transformations. Easy Data Transform is available for Windows and Mac. You can download a fully functional free trial from our website. It only takes a few seconds and you don't even have to give us your email address.